This is HiFinder Expo highlights from the Expo in Houston in 2024. Today I have Paul Miller from HNO International. Paul, what innovations are you presenting at the show?
Well, thank you very much. Delighted to be here and talk about bringing hydrogen to the community. There's been a lot of talk about hydrogen as an alternative fuel source. One of the problems, if you go ask anybody who's trying to find it, very difficult to find hydrogen right now in the quantities and the location that you need. Most of the hydrogen today is produced in kind of like an oil and gas monolithic infrastructure where it's centralized produced and then distributed across the country, which raises both the capital investment at the front end of the hydrogen production, but also increases the cost due to the transportation over the continental United States. In addition to that, hydrogen being green, you really want to get away from a distribution mechanism where you're using carbon-based fuels to move that clean hydrogen around. So what we've done is we've embarked on a technology we call the Scalable Hydrogen Energy Platform. Instead of being a large-scale monolithic type of production facility, they're based on regional, smaller quantities, putting the hydrogen production at the location where the consumption is going to be. So we're really excited to make hydrogen available to the community that's looking for it.
So this is what you call the Scalable Hydrogen Energy Platform. So it's an entire platform.
Yes.
So what makes it a platform? Like a combination of things that you are offering, or?
The platform really refers to the fact that it's an integrated set of subsystems, right?
Okay, integrated set of subsystems.
Right. So you've got the electrolyzer that's making the hydrogen. You've got compressors. You've got chilling. You've got storage. You've got more chilling, pressurization, offtake. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that has to happen. And we do that in this platform.
And HNO makes all of that. So
we have partners. So we have a consortium.
Okay, and you put it together to make it that sort of a platform.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's scalable because we can vary the size of the electrolyzer. So in this plant right here, what we have is a 1.25 megawatt electrolysis system where we can produce 500 kilograms of pure hydrogen a day. We are also scalable in that we're working on other sizes of electrolyzers so that we can scale the production up. So 500 may be good for some applications. When we're looking at long-haul logistics refueling, we probably need to be talking about 2,000 kilograms a day. So we're working on a family of electrolyzers that allow us to scale this implementation based on the customer's unique requirements.
You mentioned that this is also something that can serve refueling, and you brought something with you to the show today. Maybe you can just take a step over and have a look at that.
So the bulk hydrogen production is important, and there are a lot of different ways it'll be used. So we'll be anticipating loading tank trailers for off-site consumption of hydrogen. But we've also developed our compact hydrogen refueling system, which is a self-contained electrolysis capability, produce hydrogen, store it, compress it, store it, and then dispense it.
So tell me, how does this work?
So this is the dispenser unit.
Yeah.
So the dispenser unit makes positive contact with the refueling tank, which then enables the dispensing. And then what it does is actually will down or up convert the pressure of the stored hydrogen to 350 or 700 bar, which will then adequate for dispensing to the vehicle.
Okay. So this is essentially also part of your platform?
Yes.
Will this come along? Okay.
Yes.
And
it would be the output end, right? So the output of SHEP will be two things: bulk hydrogen offload to like a trailer tank, or fueling a hydrogen vehicle, a truck, a bus, a car, whatever it may be.
Okay, good.
So you have the bulk offtake, then the local refueling.
Okay. And this is built by you as well?
Yes, us, our teammates. Yes.
That's it. Okay.
I mean, we buy the nozzle, but this.
Yeah, exactly. These are almost standardized.
Yes.
I can say, and then
exactly.
And then that's actually good. You know, when you have these standard interfaces on the different positions in the hydrogen economy, essentially, that helps them scale.
Yeah, and some of the standards are still evolving, right? So, but there are enough overarching standards that we can build safely to those standards, which we're doing and certify to those.
Paul, one more question I wanted to ask you. You have the word scalable in your platform. What is the scalable element? You know, like where does the effort get less over
the scalability is in the amount of hydrogen that we produce, right? So, and we determine the size of the amount of hydrogen that our customer needs, and we designed the electrolysis plant to meet that. So the plant that we'll have here with Shep, the initial plant, is a 1.265 megawatt electrolyzer, which produces 500 kilograms a day. We're also working on a 10 megawatt electrolyzer, which will produce up to 2,000 kilograms a day. So the scalability comes in the electrolysis process, how much that we're actually trying to produce, and then the rest of the system scales off that.
Paul, so with all this and the platform, can you give us a bit of an outlook? Where is this going? Will we be seeing these systems everywhere in how many years?
Yeah, that's a great question because we're all kind of struggling with that. One of the things that I looked at, we're looking at market reports. They show that green hydrogen consumption in the United States is growing by over 50% compound annual growth rate from 2023 to 2030. So that 50% growth rate, we went and looked and said, what are the oncoming markets? Because the current hydrogen users typically have their needs satisfied. But we're looking at long-haul transportation, replacing diesel 18-wheelers. We're looking at local hub and spoke distribution and fleet uses, right? So we see this as really a growth market, as reflected by other people showing a 50% CAGR. We're currently engaged with some of the hydrogen engine manufacturers, truck manufacturers on developing offload agreements. We're looking at potential agreements for, right now we've identified up to 10 refueling stations. We have a couple of other projects going on, the I-40 corridor is going on, I-10 corridor. So we're strategically partnering with the the OEMs of the hydrogen vehicles and also the fleet managers to draw that infrastructure out.
All right. Well, draw that infrastructure and then 10 locations you're already looking at. That's amazing.
It's exciting. We're very excited.
Thank you so much, Paul. That was a good insight, and we wish you well with all of this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Your time.
Thank you.